Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to lesson 6. Today we're going to talk about attached pronouns. This is what happens when we take a detached pronoun, cut it to make it a bit shorter, and attach it to the end of an existing word. Sounds complicated? Let's take a look. So here we have the table of attached pronouns. The one rule to know is this. If you're ever putting a pronoun in what we call the dhamma-case, which is the default, we'll be using the detached form. But if we ever have the pronoun appearing in what we call the kasrah case, or what we'll soon see as the fathah-case, that's when we'll use the attached form. And in these cases, the pronoun is shortened and added at the end of the previous word. Here's how the pronouns look. So in these two columns, we have the detached forms. These are the ones that we are familiar with from a previous lesson. In these two columns, we see the corresponding attached forms. We see that ana, when it becomes an attached pronoun, it becomes a ya with a sakin. And it no longer just means I, it can also mean my or me, depending on this position in the sentence. Nahnu becomes shortened to na and added to the previous word. Now all of these words here, anta, anti, antum, and antunna, which in English we translate them all as you, they all become suffixes that start with kaf. So ka, ki, kum, and kunna. And all of these can become you or your depending on the context. If you have trouble memorizing 4 different things, just remember these are the 4 that have kaf, and they all refer to the one that you're talking to by saying you or your. Huwa becomes either who or he. Hiya becomes ha. Hum and hunna stay hum and hunna when they're added to the end of the previous word. Let's try to walk through an example. To say the book of someone, we have to say kitabu followed by the kasrah case form of the person who owns it. That's an example of the possession structure from the previous lesson. So if we're using a kasrah case for the pronoun, we could say kitabi, and that would mean my book. Kitabuna would mean our book. Kitabuka or kitabuki would mean your book. Kitabuhu, kitabuha would mean his book or her book. Kitabuhum would mean their book. So that's an example of how we can add suffixes to the end of a noun to show possession when the person who's doing the owning is not somebody who's mentioned by name, but mentioned by a pronoun like you or he or they. Okay, let's get on to the words for today. Ilaah has plural aalihah and means deity or God when not talking about any particular one. Yad has plural aid and means hand. Qalb has plural quloob and means heart. Rahmah means mercy. And ibn has various plurals, among them is banin, and it means son. See, that wasn't so bad. Inshallah, with some practice, you'll be able to recognize these attached pronouns really easily because they're all over the place. We'll see you next time.